quick news break with yours truly. I'm the one and only. I go by the name of Mr. TALIAFERRO'S. Everybody doing out there? Real quick, while you're watching this video, please pick up your phone. I need a favor from you guys. Y'all know I don't ask for money. I don't have a Patreon account, but I'm gonna just be real with y'all. When I'm trying to partner up with companies and grow my brand, I'm independent. Just like an independent artist, I'm independent. I have to show these people numbers, and they want to see more than YouTube numbers. They want to see how my Instagram is growing, and my Instagram is honestly pretty weak. I only got about 4,000 followers on it. I have a goal to get to 10,000 followers by May 1st. All right, so I got under 2 months to get it done. Please follow your boy on Instagram. I got some cool creative content coming on the way. While you're watching this video, if you can pick up your phone, follow yours truly on Instagram at itsmrtaliaferro. It genuinely means the world to your boy. Now, let's get into this video. So we've gave Megan Thee Stallion's side of this story. We've gave Crawford's side of the story. Now, let's get to the truth, all right? This ain't biased towards Megan. This ain't biased towards Crawford. I done got my hands on Megan Thee Stallion's 1501 certified entertainment contract. You heard what I just said, ladies and gentlemen. I got my hands on the contract. I want to give credit to Complex. I believe Sean Sataro over at Complex. He's the one that broke this story. Megan's original contract got leaked, and Sean got his hands on it. And through the grapevines, I can't tell y'all who got it to me. It wasn't Sean. I was able to read Megan Thee Stallion's contract, and I know everything that's in it. More importantly, I know everything that's not in it. And let me just tell you this. Megan told some truth and told some fibs, and Carl told some truth and told some fibs. So I want to tell y'all the truth. I'm going to break down the entire Megan Thee Stallion situation, not what someone said happened. Here's what happened, and I also got some court documentation as well. So here's what happened. Megan signed to 1501 in February of 2018. Not when she was 20. She signed in February of 2018, and she signed to Roc Nation for management in September of 2019. Her lawsuit filed this week asks for the termination of the 1501 contract, claiming it does not conform to the industry standards. All right. So why did Megan want to get released from 1501? Where is this coming from? Why right now? All right. Let me break it down to you. A source close to the situation explained to Complex that on March 6th, this was always the plan for Megan. I told y'all that a couple months ago. She wanted to drop an album first quarter. Okay, so she wanted March 6th to be her album date. On January 23rd of this year, 1501 attorneys sent a letter to Megan Thee Stallion's team, her distributor, which is 300 Entertainment, saying that the making of an album was in direct contravention of 1501's contractual rights, as well as demanding that 300 cease all activity related to Megan's music until they got permission from 1501. The label also sent similar letters to CAA and, according to the source, to Puma and Live Nation as well, demanding a full and complete accounting of all of Megan's deals and insisting it has the right to grant approval and permission to anything Megan was involved in. So 1501 wouldn't approve Megan's album budget. They didn't want to approve it. According to Carl Crawford, and this is in the documentation, he wasn't getting the money from Megan since last fall. He's saying, yo, I'm not going to approve an album budget. Y'all haven't paid me in months. What I read is Megan's team's not denying that. They're saying, yes, Carl's right. We have not been paying him for months. The reason why is he won't give us full accounting. Meaning Megan's team wants to show documentation. So the way the money is being distributed, when Megan does a show, she gets 30% of that money, but it gets the checks get sent to Carl Crawford's 1501 Certified Entertainment. He then is supposed to pay Megan. So last year, Megan was doing shows, running up the numbers, going everywhere, saying big old freak and all that. And Carl Crawford was getting the money, then getting his cut, which I believe is 70%, and then giving her cut, which in regard to the touring and the merchandise is 30%. Megan wanted paperwork. They believe they were getting cheated in that aspect of the deal. So around last fall, Megan said, you know what? We just going to stop paying you. We're going to do the business with Roc Nation, which coincidentally is around the time that she signed with Roc Nation for management. Let's keep it going. The Texas judge issued a restraining order temporarily allowing Megan to release music. That happened earlier this week, right? So on March 6th, 1501 head Carl Crawford filed an emergency motion to dissolve that restraining order. Meaning, hold on, this restraining order is about to let her drop music that we don't want out. She signed to us. I'm filing a motion to go against that restraining order and dissolve that until we can figure this out. Don't let her put the music out in the atmosphere. Let's dissolve that. On Wednesday, that motion by the Texas District Court judge was denied. All right, so Crawford's motion, and he pretty much lost, and that album release could go ahead as planned. Complex and then I obtained a copy of Megan Thee Stallion's original contract, and in the contract, it goes against Carl Crawford's claim that Megan owns parts of her master. This is the biggest piece of evidence in all this. All right, the contract does not say Megan owns any of her masters. It says, and I'm reading straight from the contract, ladies and gentlemen, hereby is the owner from inception of each master is 1501. All right, 1501 hereby is the owner from inception of each master recording. To the extent that artist may be found to be the owner or author of any master recording, artist hereby irrevocably assigned to company all of the artist's rights in such master recordings. All right, so again, that doesn't say Megan owns her masters. 1501 owns her masters, which goes against Carl Crawford saying we're giving Megan more in this deal than any other label would give because we're giving her part ownership of her masters. In the contract, it doesn't say Megan owns any of her masters. The label also takes half of her publishing, and I believe Carl Crawford said that, and puts itself in charge of administering it as well. In addition, there's a clause where Megan can be fined if she's late to publicity sessions, recording sessions, appearances. It's a clause that has been exercised by 1501. Another part of the deal is that the label gets 30% of the live performance money and all expenses from the concert. I've already briefed on that. And despite the fact that any tours must be approved by 1501, the contract includes language that the company is not a licensed talent agent and is under no obligation to procure employment for Megan, meaning she can go get shows outside of 1501 in spite of them saying she can't do a tour. She can go do a show without having their approval, which would go against Carl Crawford, who's making it seem like for every show he needs to be notified and paid. That's not what this contract says. This contract says if it's a tour, Megan can't get a tour confirmed without 1501, but she can do shows without 1501 technically being involved. They're not a licensed talent agent, all right? The talent agent's language is likely there to get around license qualifications for talent agents in Texas. Like I said earlier, Megan is not going away from the fact that we have not been paying Carl Crawford. But she's saying the reason why that she has not paid Carl Crawford, and this is from the legal documentation side, not the contract, is because for 2 years now, they've been collecting money from her and she hasn't been paid. They're not paying her or submitting statements to her. That's why she is no longer doing business with Carl Crawford and Company. And that is all I know as of right now. Like I said, I gave you the real. There ain't no, this is not what TALIAFERRO thinks. This is the contract and legal documents from this week's court hearing that Megan had with 1501. It's a quick news break with yours truly, Mr. TALIAFERRO. No opinion in this video. I'm not giving any opinion either side. You get the information and you do what you want with that. I'm just the person delivering it to you. Please make sure if you got anything from this video, make sure you follow your boy on Instagram. Put your phone in your hand, hop on your Instagram, and follow your boy at itsmrtaliaferro. It's greatly appreciated. All the love is greatly appreciated. I'm out. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
All the kids, they tuned in.
We locked in right now,
Mr. TALIAFERRO.
Mr. TALIAFERRO.
Shout out to Mr. TALIAFERRO.
You're watching Mr. TALIAFERRO TV.
Mr. TALIAFERRO TV.